I was really, 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 really scared. My husband, I didn't know if he was going to leave me. I didn't know. I didn't know. It was, we weren't quite sure how to handle it as an individual. I didn't know how I was going to handle chemo. I didn't know how I was going to handle losing my hair as a girl. I didn't know how I was going to handle anything. It was a really, really, really unsure time. But my husband, through it all, decided one thing. He's decided, the first thing he told me after we had gotten together was, we're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. We're not going to do that. We're going to fight. And he gave me a big hug after the doctor told me that we were going through cancer. We're going to do everything we possibly could. Josh, my husband, said, we're not going to give up. We're going to push forward, okay? I'm going to stop you right there. All right, we're going to go to another place. And by trade, I am a teacher. I love stories. I absolutely think that they're the best thing in the entire world. And I work best through stories, so I'm going to tell you one of my favorite stories in the entire world. Joseph. Joseph, starting in Genesis 37, I could probably go, if you look at my old Bible, you probably will see more than anything else that other than Acts, this is the one that I read the most. And in Genesis, it tells a story of a young man who had a dream. He started off dreaming that he was going to be something great. He was going to be a king. And his brothers didn't think that he could do it. Nobody thought that he could. Everyone thought that he was going to be a shepherd or whatever, But he had a dream. He had something different. And he decided that he was going to go for it. He didn't know how he was going to do it, but he was going to be a dreamer. And his brothers thought he was crazy, threw him in the ditch, sold him, all that kind of stuff. He rose to second in command of his house. He was accused of rape and thrown in jail. And so he's back down at the bottom. And then he was rose to second in command there. He was, everywhere he went, God blessed him. Everywhere he went, God blessed him. He didn't just stay put. He decided that he was going to do everything he could to work and not stay still. He was going to do something spectacular. Yes. And so he rose to second in command there. He was interpreted. He interpreted the dreams of important people while he was there. They came true, and he eventually became to turn out the dream of a man named Pharaoh, where he was also, again, he was elevated to second in command, and he was elevated to the point where he didn't have to worry anymore, ever. He thought, all right, we're going to do it. We're going to do this. We have a plan. Let's do what I was called to do. That's what Joseph was main goal. He was going to do some pretty cool stuff in Egypt. Well, that's Joseph's story. He had a very basic, that is the most basic story of Joseph you could ever hear. And I already know that you guys are Bible girls and believe beyond the shadow of a doubt that that actually happened. But I'm here to tell you right now, God's promises don't come back empty.
That's right. Amen. Amen. That's right. Yes.
I'm going to let that sink in for a second. God's promises will not come back empty. God doesn't promise things that aren't going to happen. He says, I am going to those of you that are sick, I'm going to heal. He promises that in His Word. I believe for me, one day I will get the whole
Yes.
restoration that I'm doing, that I'm waiting for. I believe that I'll have kids one day. I believe that I will be able to use my right hand completely the entire time. But God doesn't make things easy. God doesn't make things easy. God is a personal trainer. God is like a coach. And at the very beginning, when I found out that I had cancer, I refused to let that belief that was going to define the rest of my life. I refused. I said, me and my husband, we said, we're not going to give up. We're not going to stop fighting. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to